fuckfaces, it's time for another retard-laced grand fuckery super blast of jizz to your ear holes in episode 2305 of the Goin Deep Show. In this one, Hattrick and El Prez join the Kid during Dick Shrinking Cold to discuss curvy cocks hitting Hattrick in just the right place, Kid's tit obsession after dating a flatty, and how every damn thing we do is monitored, even the jacking off. All that, along with one of the hottest bitches we can't tell is real or AI. Oh, and did we mention Hattrick has a golden pussy? Listen in. Go fucking deep.
How's it going?
You know, in this kind of weather, even for dudes, man, you need that because there's shrinkage going on. You need that extra warmth down there.
Well, you know, I had a conversation, not about like bush specifically, but shaving. Like, I've been shaving my legs more than I normally do in a typical winter because I'm getting laid.
Because you're getting some action.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, now that I know that he doesn't care, but it still is more incentive, which is nice because it's always a pain in the ass when you let it get really long to like get through the forest. And it's been like a week since he was on vacation this week. So it's been like a week and it's the longest I've let it go. And I mean, I did trim up beforehand, but I was like, man, yesterday I was thinking, I really need to shave my legs. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, it's going to be like -20 and I got to leave the house tomorrow. I'm like, what's the point? Because as soon as I go outside, it's going to grow a 1/4 of an inch because it's so fucking cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't shave. So like my leg hair is so freaking long right now. My bush isn't bad, but
the first time in a while where I thought, okay, it's too cold to even get to the studio. I was giving
Prez shit the other day. I'm like, really? You're making me leave my house? Like,
I gave you guys the I kind of snuck that in at the end. If you guys are willing to do, I could have been convinced not to, but I was just like, I was out and about. I had to get stuff ready for the.
Well, and I gotta go to the track meet later today, so I already had to leave my house today anyway. So I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's good shit, but it's effing brutal. It's effing brutal, and
usually it's the last week in January. But watch what'll happen is Ice Zenders has their ice thing every year.
Is that this weekend?
No, it's next weekend. It'll warm up for that because it always does the opposite.
I was going to talk about the algorithm on giving you stories and stuff because they took that Pandora mentality. I think when you get your news feed, what do you like? What's your? I'm curious to do like a side by side almost of our news feeds just to see what kind of stuff that we have in there that's similar. The reason I thought about this immediately today was the LaFave. The guy who runs HHM there, who started it, he sent me a screen grabber, a text the other day, and it was the bag company, my backpack. And he says, I've never been to this website, never looked for it, never seen it before. You and I talked about it the other day, and bam, it's showing up inside of his news feed now. So it's like,
there's been talk about like the speakers and stuff like that, how they're always listening and collecting data and stuff. And I 100% believe it because my dad has said the same thing where he's been over at my house, like in the summer, we're talking about the garden or we're getting prepped about whatever. And then he'll go home on his desktop computer because he's old and there'll be ads for things that we talked about at my house.
Dude,
and so he's thrown off by that. And I'm like, okay, well, like Facebook's connected, but like, I'm pretty sure he has an Amazon Music account under mine.
So
if he logs,
connected?
Like I said, it's his own account, but I'm like, but I have an Echo speaker. You know what I mean? So it makes you think like there's definitely something there.
It's amazing how comfortable we all are, all knowing that we push it to the back of our heads that we don't know. But the second that you'll get some people say, hey, want to come record a podcast? I don't know. I don't like to be recorded. I don't know if I can handle the microphone. I don't know. I get hesitation on it. I'm like, you're around microphones all day, every day.
I literally see reels every year, like around the holidays about like, about to go, talk around my husband's phone or Google search, something.
Your TV.
What I want. You know what I mean? Like, using your husband, the husband's phone. So so the ads come up for what I want. Because it's so everybody knows it happens that it's now it's become a joke. Like, they're always listening.
Your TV that has the talk to get it to bring up whatever channel, so they can turn on those mics at any time to be listening.
It was a big issue with the Samsung TVs, the smart TVs that I have one at the house. It was right around the same time I got the thing, and it was listening, and sure enough, it is. And here's how you know that it's really super up to some shit. I remember walking into the house. the TV appearing to be off, and you go to turn the TV on, and you see it turn off. You're like, wait a second. So they had it to the point where not only was it listening, but it would pretty much darken the TV to the point where it looked like it was off. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's a strange thing that what's going on with everybody knowing everything. And this, do you remember back probably when Elon first started hanging out with the old Trumpy man, when they talked about creating this database of everyone and everything or whatever it was,
It's still going on.
It's, that can't be used for good.
Never.
Because even what's the best case scenario to use that? To target advertising.
Yeah.
I mean,
target your political rivals to see what's going on, to know where to send ice
good.
next.
None of that is a good thing. None of that's a good thing. Before Hattrick got here, you were talking about kids. Is this? Can you guys see what I got up on the screen?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Kids suck. Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
100%.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. I give credit to the little brother surfing for titties on the internet. Way to go, little kid.
Yeah. See, but here's the thing about this case. So here, I have this clip of this little kid, and I really have to tip my cap to this little fucking kid because he doesn't give a shit about. He kind of fesses up to it. I want to make sure my audio is going to the right thing here, quick, because it would be terrible to miss this little kid. He's fucking great. He's like really good. Let's play this little fucker and let's see what he's saying.
Then I clicked that and.
No, you wasn't searching that random stuff. So what was you searching? What was you searching?
That.
What does that say?
Shaking their boobs.
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them.
You love what?
I love.
Good man.
What do you love?
The boobs.
David's
Is
so
this the
much
first
easier.
time you heard that? Is this the first time you heard that?
We had sneak Playboys out, back in the day.
But this little kid, man, the fact that he just says, "But I loved him," he just comes right out.
He knows what he likes, man.
Yeah.
This is
High
why
five that
I
kid.
loved it. That's what I said. I said, give this guy just all the props in the world because he just said, "I just love them." He just pretty much summed up what guys feel about boobs
Yeah.
on every level.
I mean, I feel that way about boobs.
You do?
Like,
I know.
I love boobs.
Girls
How do
love
you-
the
like,
boobs. How do you not love them?
I mean, I love mine, but like, I love, yeah.
Do you like man boobs?
No. Nobody likes
Patrick,
them.
do you like man boobs?
No. I like women's boobs.
Women's titties are the best thing going, man. But, okay, so my initial reaction when I saw this is how much he loves the boobs. And then I thought to myself, how much I love the boobs. What's an example of how much I love the boobs? When I was dating somebody who didn't have the boobs, I can honestly tell you, it was the most difficult relationship I've ever been in. She didn't
Did you
have
feel
the
like you were
boobs.
fucking a boy sometimes?
No, because I would always do her doggy. And she had just enough titty, and her ass was phenomenal. She had just enough titty that it didn't appear to be boyish. I mean, she had just spilling my fucking coffee all over.
Jizz in your coffee.
No, but it really was. It was hard. It was. I even wrote it down here in my diary. You can see it right here. The most difficult relationship. See, right there. I wrote it down. I thought it was funny.
How about you, Hattrick? What's the most difficult relationship? Was it with the guy with the small dick or?
Oh yeah,
No game?
yeah. I guess I've never compared it to that. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, dick size matters less than guys realize, like, in general. But, like, I mean, I've had some, like, the one dude where I could only get off, like, facing backwards with a belt around my neck. Like, it wasn't because his dick was small. He just wasn't fucking good at sex.
Did he just lay there? Did he just lay there?
Like, yeah, because he, I don't know, he had some weird complex about it. And, I can only get off if you're on top. Like, I literally hated being on top for the longest time because of him. Because it just felt like work. Like, I mean, not that he wouldn't get me off and stuff like that, but like it wasn't as good for me because it was like, okay, well now I got you. Because it was always we do whatever, he'd get me off. Okay, well now it's my turn. Like,
I don't like that.
It always ended the same way.
I don't
me
like
putting in
that.
the work, and it was, and exactly, I'm like, this is bullshit. Like,
I mean,
because he had all this complex. Like, I mean, I literally did not like being on top for the longest fucking time. Like, and now I'm like with the fireman. Oh my god, that's my favorite with him. Like. So it's so subjective. I mean, you guys have been with different women. I'm sure sex is always different.
when
But
I'm on the
I would say
bottom-
that was probably. I mean, that relationship was bad because he's the one that I like I felt like I needed to settle for. Like my kids were, I'm like, oh, like I need to settle. So there's a million reasons why that relationship was awful, but
That's how I feel about no titties settling.
But that's where I'm at. Like that to me, it means less. I mean, if you fuck good, you fuck good. Dick size does not dictate how well you fuck. We talked about this a little bit. Like guys with bigger dicks in my experience, tend to be lazier because they can. It's all girth. Because they don't have to. Time. Yeah, they don't have to do as much work because they have a big dick.
I think when I'm on the bottom, I try to do some thrusty uppy fun. You know what I mean? When Red was in it was she'd do the knees on the chest thing. She'd hover and I'd grab her ass and just fire up. You know what I mean? Like an oil drill.
See, and here's the thing. So for me being on top, like and I think this is typical for most women, like grinding on top is better for me. But I think bouncing on it tends to be better for guys, right? Because you get more, depending.
Yeah.
But as a general rule, right? Because we get more feeling when we're kind of grinding, because not only is the dick inside of us, but then it can hit the clit and stuff like that too. Whereas guys, and it's so funny too, because like that's how it always, like with my ex, like he would let me do that and stuff, but then he'd always take over once I got mine and just hammer it in, which is fine. It feels good, but it's not getting me off doing that. Whereas the fireman, he likes it when I grind, but I don't know if it's just the way his dick is shaped. And I don't know if it's just the way that his dick is shaped and like just like his size, but like, or maybe I've just gotten better at finding, chasing what I want. But like when I grind, like he moans more when I'm doing that than when I'm just bouncing on it.
Hey, so what I was going to say is one of the really cool things that blows my mind for guys, to get us off, all the pleasure sensation has to be the underneath. I mean, you got to hit that spot. That's where you're going to, makes us come. Where women, you can go different angles on a woman, depending where their G spot is and everything else. It's, hitting the bottom part of the clit, as you're penetrating. And you guys are more have more ways to be sensitive, to be turned on, to stimulate. Well, and even then, we only have one angle really to get us going.
Well, right, and that's why I think like a lot of times, like I said, as a general rule, that bouncing, because you get more of that stroking. I guess I don't know,
it gets towards the tip.
But I don't know.
I have a reason for that.
I've got this rock where it's like I said, I kind of rock back on him, and like I said, I mean, it pulls him out, and he fucking loves it. Like, according to him this week, as he was friggin' texting me while he was on vacation and stuff, like
he's really thinking.
I'm one of the best that has ever ridden him and sucked his dick. And I was like, wow.
Yep.
You're the goat. She's the goat.
Yep. It's more and more going towards the relationship over there.
No.
I can answer your driving down on the thing completely. And I think it's my age where before I didn't have to think about it as much because, hey, man, my dick's in there. It's going to stay hard the whole time. But I've noticed that when she's on top and we're hitting it just right, from time to time, it's just like, okay, it needs to come out. Unsheath, go back, play around with the tip a little bit. Don't go all the way. Just kind of work it on the end a little bit. And I like being on top most of the time. So
menopause makes a big difference too, because dryness in women,
oh god,
and everything else too. I mean, it either can rip them up on the inside more, or too much lube, or not enough lube.
Welcome to the 23rd year of the Going Deep Show, everybody. Talking about menopause.
So I'm not there yet,
but as I was going to ask you this because you're the only other dick in the room. You've worked the dick. We can ask you from a different perspective. But when she's on top, and it's in too long. It can't be in too long. I hate to say in too long, but when you're in there soaking, essentially, at the age I am, I'm not like it might not stay. It might not keep up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Last thing I want is her to go on and bend that fucker in the wrong direction.
Again, the different women that I've been with, some are easy. They come right away. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Other ones, you could not take enough pills to stay hard long enough to get her off. And so you got to break out the toys at a certain point because...
because like to your point too, like women get off differently. Like some women
the clit or
really
the
need that clit stimulation. You know what I mean? Like, I get off differently with that versus without it, but I can get off without it. But again, there's certain positions that are much easier to do that. Like we've talked about the fireman and his curve. Like he can hit my G-spot, so he can get me off very easily, whether there's clitoral stimulation or not. You know what I mean? So that's There's multiple ways and there's different intensities of it.
The reason I got divorced, I think, in the long run was because of that very thing, the one preference over the other. Because I like to go down. Red's clit was like super sensitive, which she's going to kill me for saying on the fucking mics because she's always hated the fact that I've said that on the mics. That was one of the first things when we were doing the show. What were you going to talk about on the show? I'm like, I don't know, maybe your clit or some shit. You know, she was driving back from Grand Rapids one time, and it was just her and I driving back from Grand Rapids, and I was just like rattling off shit, and she literally hit the brakes, pulled the car over. You will not talk about my oversensitive clit on the mics. And I'm just like, note to self, talk about oversensitive clit as soon as we get back. So yeah. But dude, how did this lead to the divorce? I craved going down on her, and she did not prefer me going down on her.
And that probably made you want it
even more. I wanted it even more. So then when someone else came along, be like, I like my pussy. I'm like, I would love to give your pussy a taste. And then I did that, and it was like,
oh God,
every fucking, it was so much pussy eating.
I can relate to that.
So much pussy eating.
Because my second wife there, that was one of the things we had a conversation when we were getting together, what you like, what you don't like. There were so many broken promises that, what she said she liked. And then, I got hooked and none of that shit happened.
She just likes to watch it on porn or she
No. It was like, I'm into this. And then we get married, have a kid. And then she's, no, not going to do that.
So hits the brakes on it.
So of course, when I get divorced, I'm like you and boom, any girl, hey, can I go down on you?
Oh, yeah.
No choice.
Oh, yeah.
I've been missing out doing that shit.
It was ragtime week this past week with
Shark Week.
Shark Week. Yeah, that's what Red Eye calls it. And I was ready to go down on her, get to bed. She's like, "You're not gonna want to go down there. It's all." I'm just like, "Oh God, no!" It like ruins it. It totally ruins it. But then it makes you want it more than that. The next time.
I appreciate a guy that likes to go down on a girl.
I love it. I think it's fucking fun.
As long as he's good at it. I mean, because I've had guys that go down there, and if they don't know what they're doing, it's like, okay, like, well, just fuck me now.
Well, the thing is, in my head, when I'm doing it, the last thing I want to do is get into this, like, repetitive, just kind of, like, mundane little brrr, like, I want to be licking it and hitting spots and using the fat part of my tongue and the tip and just making it last. Like, even when she's like, for her birthday, I remember teasing the shit out of her. I could tell she was getting close, and I'd be, pulling back and then just taking it, going again. That's just fun. I mean, you got to do that shit. You know what I mean? You can't, like, expect. Again, under circumstances when you have that time. I was just listening to one of the shows recently where he sneaks into the bedroom while you're sleeping, and and the quote of that show was like, I'm not gonna lie, I like waking up with a dick inside. You said it was like,
I stand by that.
It was fucking great.
I stand by that.
I was like, that has to be one of the quotes that we pull for the show.
We should make a T-shirt of that.
Things that have been said.
That would sell.
The hat trick collection. She could have a whole wing of the store with all this stuff she said on it. Hell yeah, it's fucking great. I love that. But how did this all pan out? Titties are my favorite thing. I like one down. But the reason this little brother here with loving the titties, it just doesn't. It never will go away. You will always love the titties.
I sent out I think you may have gotten it. I sent out a picture of my titties like last week, and they were like all soapy. I don't know. It looked good. I didn't. It was initially.
I must be off the mailing list now. We'll have to get you. We'll have to get
it was Snapchat, so I'll have to like start.
Oh, I don't do Snapchat.
Yeah. See, exactly. So, but the intention was obviously the fireman, and then I was like, God, my tits look fantastic. Obviously, I need to send this to more people. And so, like, I sent it to a handful.
Nice.
Including, I told you guys about that, like,
I'm going to have to get on Snap.
19, 20-year-old hockey player.
Sent it to him, too.
So I sent it to him. This was, like, last week, right?
Oh, God.
And then nothing. He never responded. Like, because we hadn't talked in, like, I don't know, probably close to a week or whatever. And it was, like, me throwing it out there. And I'm like, whatever. I didn't even think anything of it. Like, he didn't open it. Literally yesterday, like, later afternoon, evening, all of a sudden, I just get a notification. First, it was a heart react, and then it was a saved in chat. And I'm like, from this kid. And then so which means I can show it to you because now that it's saved in the chat, dude. And I just like I laughed so hard, and then he said something else about it. I was like, man, I'm like, I forgot how nice that picture was that I sent out. I'm like, my tits, but it was also too because like. I don't have periods, right? I had a hysterectomy, but my boobs will still get like fuller.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and so they were extra that
a month. Wow.
like they
the
were.
greatest.
I'll show it to you, but it was
You have
really
inflatable titties. I
Yeah,
love this.
They get like very like heavier and yeah. So it was like a peak.
See, because the thing about it is, you have to when you get those good shots of them, and you've had many a shot. I've seen your Arizona collection is something to behold, Patrick. I think what we need to do is really do a T-shirt of you and call it the Hat Trick shirt, and it's nothing but 2 stars, like right here. I think that would be really cool. I think that seriously would be a cool T-shirt.
I love it.
You could wear that
Make
shirt.
it a hockey jersey.
Oh my
What would be
God.
even cooler is to make it like a wife beater tank top thing.
Oh.
So that they're there, and then you can just like pull. You could just pull it to the side, and they'd be right underneath them in the same spot. I think this is a cool idea. I always talked about doing that with the martial arts Phenom's arm, doing a sleeve and putting his tattoo actually on the sleeve of the hoodie. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, speaking of tattoos, this might throw you off.
No, that's good.
I took my daughter for her first tattoo on Monday.
You talked about
Yep.
her wanting one.
Yeah, Golden Tongue did it for her. So, yeah.
What did she end up getting?
She got like some daisies on her arm and that's her middle name and stuff. And so, but it was so cute because like she was getting it done. And so like he had started doing it and he was, he's like, how you doing? She's like, I don't know what I thought this would feel like, but this is easy. She's like, it's not bad at all. And he looked at me like over her and he's like, you are in trouble. And I was like,
this was nothing.
and I look right at him. I'm like, have you seen her? Yeah, I'm no. And he gave me this like knowing look, right? Because she's like going to be 17 this year. I was like 18 when I met him.
Yeah.
So like I was very close to the same age. And the look he gave me was, I was like, yeah.
Keep away from my daughter.
I know. No, not like that. But like it was definitely one of those like, yeah.
I've had those thoughts about some of my close friends. Wally being one. Stay away from my daughter. Yeah. 'Cause
That's fair.
the thing about her is she is very cute. She's a super cute chick. She has this what's that? The Daddario look about her. Alexander Daddario look about her.
Bright
She
blue
looks
doe eyes.
super blue eyes and that dark hair. Yeah, she's gonna be a heartbreaker
She's stunning.
for
Yes.
sure. Yeah,
I know.
I talked to my ex about my daughter, my blonde there, and I said I'm always worried about her getting hurt, because you worry about your own first. And my Red says no. She's gonna be the heartbreaker in this.
No,
situation,
that's exactly with mine. Like I'm not worried about her because she has that part of me too, where she like she does not give, for the most part, boys the time of day because she's like,
well, that
just
and
annoyed by
a
them.
lot of
And
times when
she's already had 2 boyfriends and made them both cry when she broke up with them.
when you're
Like,
a cute girl, guys tend to follow you around like puppy dogs, and you have your pick of the litter essentially. But when a guy, I don't know, when a guy, I don't think guys figure that out till later. That they have a little bit more of the power of things. There's certain things that guys can do to kind of.
Well, teenage boys are dumb.
Teenage boys
are dumb as fuck. I think that's a big part of it.
Would
is that
you
they're just
love
dumb.
to go back to talk to your teenage self? And this is why I'm bringing this up because your son and having him there to like if he could tap in. They're too stupid to understand that, but
oh, believe me, I try to give him the best information of what my fuck ups were. We all do. I think with their kids it a little bit, and it's like, don't beat yourself up too much. This is what's going on. This is why they're doing this, and it's, but you still don't replace that hurt. You still got to learn. You still got to go through it. To your point about teenage boys being dumb, it's amazing that they are so dumb, but yet they could still hurt some of the girls that are out there. Depending with what's going on in relationships, because it's like they can't think because let's face it, we're so horny at that age that it's like I'm with
that
this
almost
girl
doesn't
and
go away. Really, I
Yeah.
mean, the only thing that I think happens when a guy, I always said I swayed from good to bad, and the women who are in my life, if you caught me on the bad side and we tried to do something, it had no chance of working out, and this stems back to mommy issues, of course, because. You didn't get along with mom, I'm gonna go find somebody opposite mom. Boom. Or somebody close to that who's like that. You're like, why did I fucking deal with that? Then you find the opposite person. And then you're usually, okay, I screwed up that way. I'm not gonna do that in this one. And then that one's working, and somehow I can say everything that every relationship for me seems to have been, I'm either rebelling against the last thing I was in, or I'm going overcompensating and doing like so much. Like you said, you learn over the course of each one. But I always said Red got the brunt of the worst of me because I wasn't dealing with the 2 previous relationships again. So I'm like, here's how it's going to be, and I don't give a fuck. If you want to stick out for the ride, that's fine. But I'm not going to change. You're going to have a kid. You're going to have a kid. I'm going to be doing the same shit I'm doing.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's like, okay, you fucking idiot. You had it good, and you fuck up by drowning yourself in booze because you were sad for fucking a year. And then you fuck up.
Stupid shit when you're out drinking.
So then you try to learn, and then you try. But the thing is, for me, my friends are always like, kid, you always have to have a girlfriend. You need to not have a girlfriend. And I did that for like almost 2.5 years, and it was fucking fun as shit. It was fucking great. It was the best.
Yeah. Most of my relationships, I mean, I've been single more than I've been in relationships, and most of them don't last more than 3 years or so.
But I think my friends were right though. During that course of time, I saw little slices of things I did want and little slices of shit I didn't want, and I stumbled upon what I got now, and it's exactly
where you should be.
Where I don't have to worry about stuff, and things are good. We both care about each other. We both have a shit ton in common. It's really good. I suggest for teenage boys, just have a bunch of friends. Figure out which ones are the shitheads and which ones aren't, and learn from it, and then fucking plan.
Don't worry about a serious relationship till after college.
If I could have been single, pretty much from when I started drinking, I would say my early drinking years. If I could have stayed single and did all of that, then I think I would have dodged all of the late 30s into my mid 40s problems.
But you wouldn't be who you are now.
Right.
True.
It's always part of the journey.
I have little to complain. I really don't have much to complain about. Really, I mean.
So, when's the fireman come back today?
He's back in town.
He hasn't been over yet?
No, I was.
Really?
I sent him a titty pic this morning, and he was like,
"Do you send a dick pic back?"
No, usually he does, but
veins.
no,
It's just
I gotta. I really need to fuck you. And then I was like, when's that gonna happen? He's like, probably not till Monday. I was like, I'm like, before and after work? I was like, fingers crossed, and he just laughed at me. So
why not tomorrow night? Don't the kids go back tomorrow night?
yeah.
So here's my question. You said before and after work? You're
I was like
requesting
hoping,
that?
yeah, because he's like, and he even made a comment like this week about like he's like I need to stop over on my way to work more often. I'm like, but usually he'll swing by, like after on his way home from work and stuff like that. So I was like, dude, yeah.
You saying
Monday,
that is stuff of legend, by the way, and it's stuff that will stick in his head. When I was in high school, I had a girl who popped over to my mom and dad's house before we went to a grad party together, and we banged, and we were barely even done. She was still on top of me. I was still inside of her. And she said that to me. She said, after the party, can we come back here and do it again? I mean, that's the kind of shit. We're talking 38 years ago that this happened. And I still remember it to this day. That kind of shit, it will be lingering. He'll jack to that thought.
Well, he was, when he was gone, he was in Florida. So like Pornhub was banned. I got like a text the first day. He's like, shit, Pornhub's banned because they have all a lot of the companies
stuff
pulled out because of the different laws and everything like that. And I was like,
I'm glad you're bringing this up. I have this pulled for us to discuss.
I was like, damn, and so it was funny. So I mean, I was sending him more than I normally do, and just between pictures and like sexting and stuff like that. Like the one day he was so drunk, like all day he was like freaking like texting me about wanting to be in my pussy and send me a video of your pussy. Like all of these things, like all freaking day. Like it was good. It was good. I was like, oh, I'm glad to see that you're on vacation, like enjoying warm weather when it's cold as shit, but you just can't stop thinking about my pussy.
You got a pretty good pussy head, Chucky.
Yeah. I mean, but I know it, but it's still good to hear it.
What we need to do, I think, is get one of those like comment cards for your pussy and give it to some of the guys. Give it to your Eskimo brothers, all of our Eskimo brothers.
One for pussy and one for oral skills.
I've joked because I mean we've talked about this in the show. Like I talked to my kids about shit that I probably shouldn't be talking to my kids about, especially my daughter.
Nah, they'll be well adjusted because. And
exactly, and I've joked with the one time with my daughter because when she gets annoyed about boys liking her, or like the boyfriends and how they just. I'm like, honey, you're like me. I'm like, you have a golden pussy. I'm like, they haven't experienced your pussy yet, but it's a golden pussy. They can't. Once they taste it, they want to keep tasting it. Because I've joked about that with like how many guys in my life that I've over the years have fucked and then not, and then they come back wanting more. I'm like, and it's so funny because she said it too. Like this one kid that she liked for a bit. They never even dated, but he still has it bad for her. And she's like, you're right, Mom. This golden pussy is a gift and a curse. Hearing it come out of her mouth was hilarious. But I'm like, no, you should know that. Like, it is.
Yeah,
And so that's what I joke about, is that I have a golden pussy. But
and I mean, I hope you're stressing with her that you don't just dish the gold to everybody.
right.
You know,
No, and
that's-
she, like I said,
that's
she
the
is
thing.
she is still completely not interested in sex. Surprisingly enough. And
when
I know.
when was your like?
I didn't have
coming
sex
out?
the first time till after I graduated high school. It was like the summer after I graduated high school. I was 17. And then it just like went completely downhill from there. But like, so, I mean, it didn't
And a
take
year and a
long.
half later, she's on the Goin Deep show.
It didn't take long for me to realize. But my first experience was really good. He was older. He was like a few years older than me. So he knew what he was doing.
Knew what was going
Like
on.
he went and
Or you
ate me
thought
out
so.
like crazy before we even had sex. So like people talk about like girls, well, it's going to hurt your first time. Mine didn't hurt. Mine was I had a really, really good experience. But again, I was with somebody who knew what he was
She was
doing.
down there just mowing.
So it wasn't like it was, two virgins that have no clue what the fuck they're doing and all that kind of stuff. So
Have we ever talked about your first time? Do you remember it? It's been so
Oh,
long
I know.
ago.
I can. It took 3 times to get it right.
My first time, I can vividly remember this too. I was watching Sports Center in the front room of my parents' house, and one of the neighbor girl came walking down, tapped on the window, came in, and she sat next to me. She puts her hand on my leg, takes me to my bedroom, and I remember vividly not being able to fucking get it in, and she reaching down, grabbing it, and just guiding me into her pussy, and coming within like a few minutes, not very long. I was like, good God, it didn't fucking rub her up or nothing. She had huge titties. I still remember them to this day.
My neighbor, Mary Meyer, came over and we were getting down to business upstairs in my room, and her parents yelled for her to come home. And that was like on a Thursday. I had to go to my dad's house for the weekend. I was 14 years old. And when I got back, she wasn't interested because my buddy nailed her over the weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
She was on a mission.
There's
And
one.
so it wasn't until I was 17, then later on to get laid again. I mean, it was a lot of third base shit.
See, here's the thing. Like your boy,
Yeah.
if you think about the age group and the age that we were at the time, the things we were doing at the time, do you feel that they're doing that now too? Because all the stories that I read about younger kids now, they're not having sex, not connecting, not talking in person.
no.
They're all on the internet. They all have their virtual AI assistants jacking them off. When we were kids, there was a story that just popped in my head. One of my girlfriends, no tits, by the way, no tits girl, but I always wanted her to give me head. I wanted to give her a blowjob. She never gave me a blowjob. So I talked to her about it. I was like, I really want you to give me a blowjob. She's like, I'll give you a blowjob. I'm like, I'm like, yes. Right? We're home alone. My parents, like, she's gonna fucking, right when we're about to go, right when we're about to start it up, my fucking parents get home. And I'm just like, oh my God, you fucking epic cock blocking sons of bitches, man. It was so bad. To this day, I remember like it was like something that's straight out of a movie. She's getting down and she's unzipping, ready to cut, and then just like, hey, what's going on? My brother and sister and my mom. I'm just like, oh, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
I mean, we all been there, but man, blankets, sweatpants, they were like everybody's best friend, because it's easy on, easy off. The girl I dated that I lost my virginity to, she stayed at her grandparents' house. She had a bedroom there. Her parents' house was next door.
Grandma and Grandpa can't hear shit. We're going there.
But we were out parking the one time, and we're drinking and everything, and I've only got like 1 or 2 condoms, and I'm so drunk that you get it up, you're young, got to go take a leak, get a brand new condom to go back on, got to go take a leak, and it's like, shit, no more condoms. So that kind of kills that deal. And then the next time we went to go do it, I'm starting to slide it in, and she's like, whoa, this hurts too much. It's too much pain. So we stopped there. And then it was like the third time because her girlfriend told her she needed to push through the pain.
Shove through that shit.
Her girlfriend was great because her girlfriend was also like told her how to give a blowjob and everything.
Then you're
else.
like, damn, bring your friend in. We could when you can't handle it, we'll just get you ready to go.
Well, that's why I said it took 3 times, and I mean, always
great.
remember. And then it was like I had like nailed like 8 more girls that came to me at that when I was younger that wanted to lose their virginity. I mean, they're like, he's gentle, he's this, he's that.
Here's
I had a resume.
Here's how much of an artist and a designer and an information guy that I am. I remember drawing an overhead of my bedroom, where my bed was, where this was, and I took like a highlight marker of which angles I was laying or having sex in the room. And it was like over here next to next to this, on top of the bed there, over there, over there. I had like this whole map drawn where I fucking every floor. Like my mom literally sleeps in that room now. I'm like, Mom, you know how many times I had sex in this fucking room? It's insane.
God, my house currently, I think every room in that house I've had sex in. You know, so. But I've been there for 20 years.
I'm trying to think of it. The thing is, that room is the only one. There was never living room, never anywhere else. God. The fucked up part about the chick who was going to blow me and then I get interrupted, we would go to her parents' place and they had this stairway that went up to this really large living space upstairs. And there was a couch there. And I remember at one time she's like, just like whip it out. We're sitting there watching TV and she's just like, just take it out right here. I'll lay here now. She was going to try to do it. I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm doing that. Her mom and dad's bedroom was like right here, and they had to get up to go into the bedroom. So we're sitting there, but she had a younger brother, and this little asshole would go up the steps and like go like, hey, what's going on? Like from time to time, he'd just run up the steps and be like, what's happening? I mean, I can literally picture in my head her down on me, sucking my fucking dick, and then this little fucking kid running up the steps like, what's up? How you doing? Oh my God.
But didn't recently you have like a kink thing? You were like,
I love getting caught.
Wanted to get caught.
I do. I think that's where it stems from. Yeah. I really think that is it. That might be it. You know, it's in a weird fucked up way. Now it kind of like that immediately made me think now because I'm older that when I caught my parents, I could hear them upstairs doing it the one time, and I went up and I was like, I didn't go into the room, but I went up enough to hear them, and I'm just like, oh God, it's like what the fuck, you know what I mean? So I don't know. That might be a weird. That's another whole thing about getting caught. You know, because I caught them.
My dad
passed it down to generation to generation.
Together. We'd go to the bar together, and there was one time that he's in his bedroom, which is across the hallway, banging the one chick, and I'm banging her girlfriend that's much older than I am.
You and your dad?
Yeah, my dad.
Oh God, that's like a bonding moment right there.
My dad and I used to go to the bar together.
Patrick, you and your dad ever had sex with his friends?
No.
That would be fucked up. I can't imagine that. Really? How much older was this chick?
That one was like 7-8 years older than I was at the time. So, and her girlfriend was in her 30s. She was in her 20s.
Let's ask the real question: how big are them titties?
They were actually 34 C's. And she was actually on the rag at the time. And then my dad's girlfriend afterwards, like, you guys didn't use a condom. You could have got her pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I pulled out. Don't worry.
This is going to be a weird question.
Yeah.
You ever just fucking bagged a fatty?
Oh, yeah. Who hasn't?
Well, for the longest time, I was dead set against it. For the longest time.
Take one for the team. You got to be the wingman.
For the longest time, I was dead set against it. The slump buster. They call them slump busters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
But then, you can always find one thing that is good about the slump buster,
Usually they got big tits.
Huge titties. That's the thing. You got to pay attention to them titties.
Yep.
Plus, how can you gauge how big your dick is if you don't put a huge set of titties on it to see what it looks like when you're fucking it, when you're titty fucking it, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to if they're huge titties and your dick still looks somewhat big, it's like, okay, cool, all right, my dick's not so bad. That's how we should measure dick size from now on. Get the biggest titties you can get and see how small your cock looks between them. What do you think? Sound good? Science. You're a titty fuck girl, or you ever done it? It's really not much play. I've had some women.
Anything. No, so there's been a couple times where the fireman is like, told me to get on my knees and like came all over my tits, and then he'll just kind of like, it's not titty fucking, but more just kind of like that little slide in and stuff. And like after the first time, I was like
playing some finger paint.
I told him, I'm like, I really want a picture of your dick in between my tits with all the cum everywhere. Like, that's fucking hot, dude. Because it was like, so I'm like, I want that. And so we did it the next time, and both of us realized, shit, like neither of us had our phone.
That's just t-shirt. That's the second t-shirt we're going to do for you. The stars, the tits, and the cum.
That's on my list, is to get a picture of his dick, like in between, like, because I obviously have like a first-hand view because I'm like looking right down at it.
Patrick,
like
I just thought of a great
another t-shirt.
That could be the other t-shirt. It's just your stars with the cum all over it. And people could walk up and be like, "You spilled something on your shirt." No, I didn't. It's just the way the shirt looks.
It's like that white
Like
glaze.
that necklace, yeah. It was like a water droplet necklace, and I'm like, no, that's a pearl necklace. That is 100% a pearl necklace.
It's easy top.
So us talking about all this dirty stuff, which we love to do, I get worried when they start to do these lawmakers taxing porn and all this stuff. And I had some YouTube alerts coming my way because I don't know if they're starting to get strict on everything since they can transcribe everything nowadays. You know how all these things are automatically getting transcribed. So it must be, we must be triggering some algorithms, man, because I've been getting some YouTube, violation of community standards and things like this. So I've been looking for alternatives to not just, right now the Libsyn, the way it's set up, it automatically shoots stuff out to the other networks. It shoots it out to YouTube and all the other social networks. But I think if at some point YouTube, I'm not going to have it set up to go there because it's gonna give us a strike. And I really like my youtube.com/going deep. That's like one of my favorite things that I have. I've always thought it'd be something more useful
to actually be a little bit more moderated content just to avoid
You brought up something interesting that I've seen on my algorithms a lot, popping up like this little necklace that'll anything you're saying conversation wise, it'll take it and you transcribe your notes. Then it's also if you see it like on the back of your phone, it's not a battery charger. It's actually recording your conversation. Yeah, those things have been popping up, but more so than like your little pencil. That one's popped up a lot lately. I don't know why I'm getting those algorithms of dictation, I think
it's maybe because I talked about those Meta Ray-Bans and having microphones all over the place. That may have been the case with that. And again, I struggle with it because I'm fine with me saying whatever I want to say out here and doing whatever I want to do. That I'm fine with. But when someone's taking it and making money off of it, it's like we're the product. We're totally the product when it comes to all this shit. It's like they want as much of the information as they can so they can turn and use it to make money.
Well, my question is on this without reading the article about, it looks like Alabama passed a 10% porn tax. What it says there is, so what? People got to put in their credit card right away when they're on the site.
They were talking about having IDs, the photo IDs.
Well, yeah,
stuff,
that already pops up.
Well, no, but I mean, if it's a porn tax, I mean, based on the AI summary, it goes back to the porn companies. So they got to pay it, which means that they're going to start pulling out of these states.
Yeah.
Just like they did in Florida. Yeah. Because of the verification piece.
Everybody's got to buy a VPN so they can do the workarounds. But I don't know. I get concerned. They have our fingerprints. They got our Face ID. They have all this stuff. And as much as you want to say you trust the privacy standards that Apple has or Google or whatever,
you cannot. That's bullshit,
trust
though. I don't think anybody trusts
stuff.
any of that shit.
They're gathering all the information. That's why, I mean, when I heard that they were transcribing all of the podcasts that they're getting as a feature, now we're transcribing all your podcasts. You know what they're doing with it? They're just using it to load into their large language model. Every word of every podcast that gets submitted into there automatically is getting gobbled up and used as information to, do whatever it's fucking doing.
In one of the stores I was at yesterday for work, we were talking about medical things and AI and, how it's self-diagnosing people and AI doctors and things like that. But again, that information has to come from somewhere. Somebody had to program that information in to get a result and to get an answer. So at what point do they no longer need us to put that information in?
Yeah.
To,
at some point,
it's still getting it wrong.
It can't sell. It can't sell to itself. You know what I mean? It's like when you watch two semi-trucks full of logs going in opposite directions. It's like, you dumbasses, just to say them. I mean, that's exactly once the AI is training itself and it doesn't have anything to pull out of a human, we're like the Matrix at that point. We're just in those little bubbles providing power for these fucking machines, fucking everything up.
I just love every story that I see about how all of the AI companies are losing their asses on money. It's like, because people have finally gotten to the point where it's like, this is AI slop. Nobody fucking wants it.
The problem that I've discovered recently is when you look at images and you look at videos and things like this, it's getting scary where I can't tell what's real and what isn't real. It's really fucked up. It's crazy.
Or you get those songs and stuff like that. Like I got one sent to me the other day, and I pulled it up and listened to it. And I'm like, this is definitely AI.
Well, what I've noticed is if you don't take the time to really polish the prompt, and what I've noticed is people get amazed by it. Well, the first try, where it's like that almost sounded okay, but they don't bother to go in and work. They don't bother to work the prompt a little more. If my prompts are getting long, and then the way I want it to adjust, but it's doing some songs that I'm just like shocked at how good they'll get. I've combined like Tool with Smashing Pumpkins with it in a way, and it builds these songs that are like 6, 7, 8 minutes long that are these rides, man. That I'm just like, holy shit, where's this thing going next? But I'm sitting there I'm really putting the time in to try to get it to do that. Where I think when you hear some slop, like you're saying, it totally is slop.
It's not even so much that it's slop. Like the last one, it wasn't slop. It's like we talked about this the last time too. There's a sound. And it's not on all of them. Like some of the ones that you've played are harder to tell, but there's almost that like when it's that electronic rock sound, of a lot of them that I'm like,
you know why? Nickelback fucked it up.
But you know what I'm saying? Like there's that I've learned to like kind of listen. I'm like, I bet you this is, and then I'll do a little digging and I'm like, oh yeah, this is probably what it is and everything. And I think the other thing you can tell too is that like, if you go look at the artist and like what other songs they have, if they're all variations of the same theme. Like I said, a lot of them are like the book talk ones or like the smutty, dirty.
Well,
this song that he sent me was literally called Raw.
What I think is happening too is they try to make it like a real person do it. They're trying to deceive it, where it's like if you make an AI song that's good enough, just tell everybody it's an AI song, And but yeah. Fucking crazy shit.
Black Crowes' new album sounds like old Black Crowes.
Does it?
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Like when Korn, they got a new album coming out.
When Korn comes out with a new album and it sounds like a Korn album from like years ago, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. It's great. You can't replicate that. Yeah.
Which I just watched. What is it? The new Tron Ares that Nine Inch Nails does the soundtrack, and that's a really good fucking.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me.
You didn't like it?
I fell asleep.
Oh shit.
Okay. And you want to know why? I can narrow it down to know why. The most exciting part of that whole movie was when I woke up at the end and saw the picture of Olivia Wilde. Okay? When
Isn't that the one with Jared Leto?
Yeah.
That's why it's awful, because Hollywood keeps casting him in shit, and he's fucking awful.
No.
He's not a good actor. He's just a piece of shit. Like the fact that he's Skeletor in the He-Man is fucking stupid.
Is that coming?
They just released the trailer. It looks badass. It looks bad.
I'm going to tell you.
Maria Barreno, or whatever her name is, she's fucking hot.
You guys are both going to hate me on this.
Like, why does Jared Leto, like, what deal did he make with the fucking devil that keeps getting him cast in all this shit?
Him and Claire Danes back in the day were the thing.
Anybody that likes him. I don't know anybody that fucking likes him. He's not a fucking good actor.
Here's the thing. He was not my problem with this show. Okay, you know what my problem with this show was. I talked about it before we freaking before we even went to watch it. Because I asked who was the star in it, and you said some Asian chick, and I'm like, well, you lost me right there. Okay, I do not find Asian actresses attractive. Ever. I couldn't watch that fucking movie. I told Erasure that.
Is hot.
Oh yeah, she is.
I don't give it. It's fine. It's fine. She can be hot for you. Nothing on when she was on screen kept my attention. I was like, I'm gonna go make myself a fucking float or smoothie or some shit. Because no, I can't. I just couldn't. I can't stand her look. It's something about it. No, I can't do it. If you're not a hot chick that by typical Hollywood hot chick standards, I'm not watching it. It's just period. It's just not happening. Okay, it's the same thing with fat people. I don't watch. You can be the funniest motherfucker on the planet. I'm not watching you because you're fucking fat. I don't want to. My eyes do not want to see ugly shit in my life ever. I just don't.
See,
if I have to sit through, you could be the funniest motherfucker on the planet, and I'll listen to you all day long on audio. I'm fine with that. But if you're a fat piece of shit, I don't want to watch. Like the reason I didn't watch Kreischer for the longest time. I'll listen to him all day long. But if I have to sit and watch this fat fucker with his t-shirt off on the stage being a fucking idiot, I'm not watching it.
He's got a comedy show.
He's coming to fucking Saginaw too.
But
I only live for so long. My eyes need to see attractive shit. That's it. Period. I don't want no fat chick. Don't want anything. That's why I asked you about fatties, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, hey.
Listen.
It's all about the personality. It's all about the chemistry with that person.
It's all about finding the one hot thing.
For me, it is.
It's all about finding the one hot thing and focusing on it. The titties.
Yep.
We came up with it. I can do it.
We've all had good titties, so.
Let me see your gash. I want to see how fucked up your gash. If you have a pretty gash and some big old titties, whatever's happening in between, I can blind myself to. Okay, we can give you some type of thing to cover that.
Well, they're on their back.
Fat piece of shit.
Well, on their back, it's not as fat.
I don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
Listen.
then you can't see the titties.
Oh my God, we were where the fuck were we? We went somewhere where there was it was down at the Fillmore for the damn Highly Suspect concert. There was a black chick there wearing like a half tank top, and she had bigger titties hanging off her back than she had hanging off of her front.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's one of the things I don't like.
How is that legal?
When women they talk about their
censor that.
When they talk about their bra size, you think it's all about the boobs, and half of it's about their whole body to get it to fit around.
Yeah, because like so like when you go up a band size, the cup size goes down. So like a 34C, the cup size is going to be the same as a 36B. So like when guys are like, "Oh, I want C cups," that's completely subjective. Like back in the day, like when I was first on the show, I was a 36C, like that's very what my first girlfriend was. She was perfect. Like I'm a 38D now.
Oh, them D's, baby.
But but I'm 2 cup size bigger than I was then because my band size, like my ribs.
I don't believe you.
Expanded, but my ribs expanded when after I had kids. So like I went up a band size. I mean, I am heavier than I was 20 years ago, but like,
we all are,
but my so there's combination of my rib cage like expanding. So I had to go up, but I'm a D. So I'm really 2 cup sizes bigger now than I was 20 years ago. But it's that band size. So it's really. Guys just think of, I want a D cup. Like, well, that's again like a 32D is going to be like they look big, but they're really it's in comparison to the body.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
what you got going on over there?
Okay, so we have to pick the one. I've obviously highlighted one over the other because you can.
Well, there's nobody in that square there that's circled.
It's a secret. It's a secret. You can see her name. Her name is Camilla Bellin. Let's see what she looks like. She's got fucking huge, probably things, I'm guessing. Yes. Okay,
nice
so
ass.
super. Her name is, how did that come up? Okay, so Camilla Bellin. Her Instagram handle, though, is Brittany.Baker. Brittany spelled the same way, BRITNEY.BAKEER. And it's a verified account. It's got the little checky mark. Look, I'm not even following her. What the fuck? I'm not even following her? Okay, so my question is, I have to look at these now with a very keen eye because you have to tell if this is real or if this is AI. This bitch looks real. She looks fucking real to me. Do you think is she real?
No.
My instinct is no.
No, her body proportion, size. Looking at the different pictures.
That's exactly it. My instinct is
like
no.
her waist is
So are you looking consistency back and forth between
either that or they're very highly edited?
Yeah, like her legs, her thighs, her ass, her body proportions are not.
Because that was the reason I kind of picked her is because of them proportions. This is my perfection right here. This is some hourglass awesomeness.
So you designed this?
No. So this is so let's look at her and see if this is like is she real or is she not real? I believe she's real. You gotta look at tattoo placement. You gotta look at this. You know how long it would take to create an AI person that looks like this? You can see like celluloid in her legs and stuff. I think she's real.
Her face looks too small to her body.
That's the best part, man. My dick looks way bigger on her face.
Is that the next picture that's coming up?
I seriously think she's real. Okay, so if you like see the tattoo, let's compare where that tattoo is right there, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that would mean in that little mole right there. See the little mole next to the tat? Okay, so let's go back. I like we have to examine this. This is our hottie of the week has turned into like, is this bitch real?
But if you Frankenstein it could be her head on the body, and then from the waist down could be another different person.
You think part of it might be AI?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I can see. So let's go back to let's see how far back these videos go, right? So we probably should check the date on that first one. So let's go way back. Watch the tattoo won't even be there now. Let's see. So let's find one where the tattoo is. We got to see the tattoo. Now she's not going to show her tattoo.
Yep, not seeing the tattoo.
But for some reason, I think she's legit. I think she's straight up real. We're going to ask you people out there.
As long as you think it, that's all that matters.
I'm going to put our boy Robert Morley Jr., our super fan, on this. Look up this girl. Can't remember what her fucking name was. Titties McTitterton here.
Brittany something.
Yeah, she's not showing the tattoo now in the side. Yep. Let's see if this is a video.
Yeah, like right down there, white bathing suit.
See, no tattoo there.
Yep.
I wonder if I went back too far, though.
The boobs don't jiggle enough. Watch
well,
the
they're
boobs.
fake. Fake titties don't.
It doesn't
do that.
matter, but there still should be some up and down bounce even on a fake.
All right,
one.
so let's
There's
go.
not.
Let's go to a current. Let's go to like a most recent photo or recent thing of her. Then. Okay, so let's go to like to like this. Is that a video or is that not? Is that just a still? Here's a video. Okay, this one. I don't know. It's hard to tell, dude. And when you get to this point where you can't tell whether a person is a person. Okay, there we go. Give me a break. I hate when they lip sync this shit. The tattoo looks accurate, and there's the mole right there too. I think she's fucking real. I mean, the body's for real. You might be right on some head thing, but the fact is, the only way we're gonna tell is to call this bitch up. We're gonna have to call her up, make her real, right?
Is there a phone number?
Anyway, that's our hottie of the week this week. We don't know if she's real, but you can still jack to her just the same. Look her up. The name on the account, Camilla Bellin, Camila, last name Bellin. But the name on the account, Brittany-Baker or Baker.
So, do you ever find, like in this, a lot of cases that the Camilla might be reposting somebody else's photos that they found, and it's not really the actual person in there, and that's why you get a lot of fake accounts that way as well.
You know, on Instagram,
Or maybe Camilla's her
repostings.
porn name.
yeah, and on Instagram,
Or
a lot of the
OnlyFans,
times,
whatever, you know.
I'm judging a lot of these social networks now on how much information is giving me for my friends. That's if I go to Insta, I can usually see my friends who are posting stories, and I'll go and that's how I check in with my daughter down in Texas, where I can see the kids, I can see the grandkids, I can see what's up. So I use it for that purpose. But on Insta here, I don't know. A lot of these, we're gonna have to go to Fleshbot. You ever been to Fleshbot?
Not for a long time.
Fleshbot's fun. It always does these porn reviews and stuff like that. But this is the first video I saw of this chick, and I was just like, wow, them boobs are like just like for me. This shows she's like a real person to me. I mean, because
She's not doing the on-off where you swipe across and then all of a sudden
I think
different outfit.
just from a production standpoint, do you know how long it would take to make this many AI videos?
But look how it's choppy.
But dude, look at her cellulite and her legs and stuff. That's not. I don't think it's going to replicate.
So would you
these
consider her a
chunky little-
fatty?
Or is it
She's on the
someone-
verge. She's on the verge of it. If as long as she keeps that waist thin, she's good to go, man. She can. This butt
here's
can be
the thing, though,
bigger
too,
as long
is
as that
that, I
belly's small.
You've shown me how many different things the AI can do with pictures of real people.
Oh, I know.
You know, so
I guess there's not one that I can honestly say. Yeah, you're right. I did again. This is like my frustration, along with many people's out there. I just don't know. I just don't, and it's fucking weird. It's a weird
like
time.
her boobs are inconsistent. Her boobs are inconsistent based on what she's wearing.
She's fucking hot as fuck. That's all I do know. Whether she's real or not. Like seriously,
That's
seems,
the realest one that I've seen.
Yeah.
She's just got fake tits, and whatever bra she's wearing is either keeping them in place or not. You know what I mean? Because those are some huge fake titties. Those are. They're not bouncing at all. Like yours would not bounce this way. These are barely jiggling. You know, we've seen those before. I've seen those in person before where they don't move.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when she's not wearing a bra, they're hanging more naturally. You know, and that's where the inconsistency that I'm seeing is coming from.
There we go.
Fake tits
See that?
don't. Like I said, her ass looks more. I don't know.
She's got a pimple right on her butt, right there. She's got a pimple. It's right here, right there. It's the pimp daddy.
I just don't understand how her waist can be that small with
So,
size
Patrick,
to her proportions.
what this means for all of us is, okay, our dream of creating a website with you as the centerpiece of this
It's still It's still
could
possible.
still
That's what
be
you're
possible,
saying.
okay? Now,
Yeah, but the problem is my tattoos are going to throw all the AI off.
well, this is one thing that there was. What the fuck was it? Coconut Kitty. Do you remember Coconut Kitty? There was a girl, older girl, like probably late 30s, early 40s, probably just a few years older than you are now, maybe even close to the same. And she had a photographer shot photos of her, and she used the AI to age her face down, and she got criticized big time about it. But it was, her body was insane, but she kept her anonymity because of her, she just aged the face down. So I don't know. Either way, what do you think? Are you gonna go bait to this shit?
No.
She's not your type.
No,
What type of you are? What type are you? I sound like the president up there. Only good can happen. Not bad. Only good can be.
Unfortunately, now I'd be thinking about you whacking off to her. So no, I'm not doing it.
I know.
I get in my own little no. There's actually this Italian chick that I keep on seeing popped up her little shorts on YouTube. That she owns a Canadian. She owns a pizzeria in Canada, and she's pretty saucy. She just turned like 21, 22. So
this is the thing about all this AI stuff. You can take a human being that looks, flawed, and Nurse Fiona's been doing this on some of her posts. She'll take pictures and they run those little filters over it, which gives it a little bit of that AI look, but she's straight up real, but it's that filtering that goes over the top of it. You can tell a lot of this. Look at how soft around the edges everything is and how, so it's like there's that line where this is a real person, but we've run all these filters over it, so it is artificially.
I've seen jokes about that
generated.
because like I know my sister uses those filters all the fucking time, and that's like the only pictures. And like Dimples had even made a joke one time because she sees a lot of her shit pop up than I do because I don't follow her shit.
I see her on Insta.
Yeah, and so and Dimples made a comment one time. She's like, God, if your sister ever goes missing, nobody's gonna be able to know what she really looks like because there's no photos of what she really looks like because all she ever does is use the filters. They're not even the soft filters. They're the very obviously
the ones that don't look
trying
anything.
to look 20 years old and these kind of things. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, because which is funny. Like,
and so many people now, it's like, the different ones that they do playing the game to have their picture posted. And, it's a lot of catfishing, because guys don't realize that's not what they really look like. And they've added any guy in the world on their Facebook page and all, oh my God, you're hot, you're this to that.
Do you, there's one of our former Hooters waitresses that does these filters heavily. Do you know who I'm talking about? I hung out with her last summer. She was out on the boat with me.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Just too much. It's not accurate to real life. It's.
Yeah.
And when I noticed it was, she took a photo with her phone of the two of us, and it was fucking my face all up. I'm like, no, I don't want that shit.
And that's what you see too when all these girls are out partying together. The one filters on their face,
and then
it screws
affects
up
everybody else. Yeah,
because
So here's my question to you: do you guys ever, when you go to look at porn, deliberately look for the amateur stuff because there's something more real and raw about it, and it's not these overproduced, polished fucking bitches like this, where that's one of the things about Reddit and things that with all those local things that go on, it's like, oh yeah, these are real people in the area with their real photos, unpolished, undone, and this is like them. They're all fucking cranked up. What do you know what I mean? So is that something? Do you ever do that, or you're too busy getting? How much porn are you surfing these days? You're probably not surfing a lot because you're getting so much, right?
it depends.
It usually happens
you're still
that way.
reading porn.
I haven't, you know what? I have not gotten off in like a week. I told him I'd wait till.
Dude, that's fucking hot.
I know.
It's fucking hot. I used to do that when I was dating that Annie girl from Greenville. I would save it all up, and then she'd come, and I was so worked up, and then I just fucking shoot it everywhere. Just.
No, I told him. He said he made a comment about it, and then like partway through the week, I said something. I'm like, no, I haven't. I'm like, you made a comment. I'm like, I'll wait till you, and he was like, yes. Like he's looking forward to it.
Do you?
But partly
So what are you guys doing for Valentine's?
Does he hold off too? Does he hold off too? For you?
I don't think he really does. Like I said, he's got such a high sex drive. I mean, I got more than one video while he was on vacation. Because like the first text I got like when he left was of his shower, the shower in his hotel room, and it was like this nice walk-in, huge stand-up, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a nice shower to fuck in. He's like, my thoughts exactly. I was like, yep.
I'll tell you one
didn't
thing.
fly you down.
When
He went with some of his buddies from work.
When I was holding off during that time, I noticed that I got a lot of other shit done because I was trying to distract myself from that. Usually when guys have free time, are you like me where it's just like, I got free time, I'm going to do some shit done. It's like, I'm going to fucking twist one out. And then you go do about, you keep on going. It's like, I'm going to twist one out.
I'm pretty sure that's what he does. Because like I got like last night, I knew he was going to be home like later in the night. Like the first like message I got from him last night, I was like, oh, he probably is home. Sure as shit he's like, I can finally watch porn again. And he rubbed one out. I was laughing. I'm like, oh my God.
I got a question for you though, okay? What age was it for you where you noticed that things that were sexy to you at a younger age weren't quite as getting you going? You know what I mean? Are there things? There are definitely. You go back and look at the things that got you going back in the 80s.
No.
in the 90s.
Nope. Still works.
That stuff still now.
Still works.
So have you got nostalgic about those things, or you just never strayed from it?
I mean, it's like your spank bank material. There's certain memories, certain thoughts, certain things that always are still solid 40 years later.
Do you ever forget about a girl that you fucking banged and then go like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I have done that. I have done that. Yeah.
Nope.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot about her. Bye guys, I'm out of here.
No, because I think my go-to has always been like DP. That's always been my go for porn.
Really?
Yeah, that's been like when I first started like actually watching porn and stuff, my go-to has been DP. Really? And I think it's just because of it not being something I've ever done. You know what I mean? Like it's hot to me because I've never done it.
Have you still never done it?
Yeah, correct. And
but you've done it with a dildo and a dick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff has always been, and it still gets me off. Like, but it just depends. Like there's definitely different things. My taste have changed. Like I said, I used to never care at all about watching a guy come. Like especially like but now that's like, if I can find a compilation of cum shots, oh my God, I'll get off so quick.
I like those too, because I didn't know that was like the thing that your brain kind of was triggering to get you going. But I was listening to Howard Stern, and Robin Quivers said that. She goes, yeah, you ever notice that when you're watching the porn, that when the guy coming, it's like easier. So I'm like, you know what, now that I think of it, yeah, it's like because you're associating yourself with the guy, of course, and then yeah, when they go, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right about the compilation.
It's just me wanting the fucking cum. We've talked about this,
no, for
right?
Me,
like, for me, it's like,
I don't have much time. I got to watch a compilation here because I got to go. When that thing's going, I got to fucking go.
Because I used to never like compilations at all. Not because I watch the whole fucking thing. Like I'll fast if there's a bunch of foreplay. I'm like, no, like I want to watch it go in. I don't want to like. I hate when they cut and then it's already in. Like no, I want.
Yeah,
show
I want to
me
see
the insertion. Like,
right when it's
I want to
going
see the penetration. That's what I want to see. I don't care what hole it's in.
Yeah.
Like I hate when they cut it. Like once it's going, if they cut and it's a different position, it's already in. Okay,
Dude,
it's a little bit more acceptable, but I want to see it go in. Like when I watch a dude, like, because sometimes I'll just watch like anal, and I would rather watch a dude like slowly going in and out of her than just pounding the shit out of her ass. But I think it's because that's that slow, like you can see more of it because they're taking their time. That gets me off way more than
the ones I hate is when the guy's gonna go and then they stop it right before they show it all over. It's like the fucking worst.
Go to this site for the final.
Yeah, it's like shut the fuck up, man. All right, let's play a couple clips here. Hetrick, you got to get rocking and rolling here pretty soon, right?
I'm good on time. I don't got to be there till like 1.
Let's play a couple of songs for fun. Let's just fucking do it. You're gonna like this one. It's a good one.
I've seen this one.
Have you?
Chick looks like Marianne.
Hands round my ankles, face on the sink. Got me singing dirty in the time it takes to blink. You say romance, I say backdoor action. You bring the pole, I'll bring the traction. I'll take it up the ass for you. No shame, no fear, just lube and screw. If that's your kink, baby, I'm your girl. Now turn me around and rock my world, yeah. I take it up the ass for you.
I finally found some country I'd listen to.
This is rockabilly.
But my brown hole is hot.
It's like Wanda Jackson rockabilly.
All you got. Don't need roses, don't need class. Just bend me over and plow that ass. I'll take it up
I love it.
ass for you. No shame, no fear, just lube and screw. If that's your kink, baby, I'm your girl. Now turn me around and rock my world, yeah. Take it up the ass for you.
Yeah, he's the best, isn't it? It's so good. What do you think of that? It's so fucking great. Patrick, what kind of songs do you want us to make for you? We talked about this, and we kind of just did it on the fly. You know, it was all right, but again, we didn't polish the algorithm or the prompt like I think we should. What
I feel like you can use like clips of things that I've said and turn into a good one.
It's going to be the DP, but Patrick and her
the
DP.
You can wake me up with a dick anytime.
Yeah, that's a good one too. All right, let's just play this fucking one. See what we got here. I like having the clips ready to rock and roll.
Rocket for my meat pockets. Too much rocket for my tight sockets. If we try, my slit will surely explode. That's a missile, not a normal load.
Oh my God.
much rocket for my meat, or too much missile for my meat pie, or too much rocket.
Look, we're listening to ABBA.
That was some ABBA.
Wild.
You could tell they pulled ABBA for that one,
ABBA
right?
Gone Wild.
That was good. Let's see what this fucking asshole has to say here. I have no idea what this one is. What the fuck? There we go. All right. Oh, I had to open up X. That's going to be good.
When my roommate comes into the room looking for his car keys, I don't say it yet. And when he gets me off the couch to check underneath the couch cushions, I don't say it yet. No. And then when he says out loud, I wonder where my car keys are, I still don't say it. But then he asks me, do you know where my car keys are? I look at him in his face and I say, have you checked your bottles? I have not seen your keys, but since you're asking me, you better check out that bottle. I'm not serious. I don't think it's always like your big brown business. But a funnier thing to say to someone who's lost their shit and is stressed out visibly, when I see the best man start to sweat. I don't say it yet. When I see that little ring bearer cunt getting yelled at by his mum, oh, I still don't say it. When I see the groom asking the vicar if they can wait just another 15 minutes, I do not say it. And when the father of the bride starts organising an ad hoc emu bob of the courtyard area, I want to, but I do not say it. It's the 11th hour with 300 congregants under God's roof. The vicar approaches the mic and suddenly all of the chatter goes mute. He says that they've misplaced the rings. Could anyone possibly know where they are? I know it's my time and all heads turn as I stand and say, Vicar, have you checked your butthole?
It would have been funny if you would have said bong on that one.
Love is patient, love is kind, but if you ask me where you can find literally anything you've asked before, I'm gonna suggest that it's up your butthole. Where's my phone? Is it up your butthole? I lost my loan. Have you checked up your vehicle? I'm losing my patience. Where is your class? Is it stuck up your ass? I just lost my grandma. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you capable of not saying she's up my asshole? Of course. My condolences. I'm not looking for a silly joke right now. Yeah. What are you looking for? Honestly, just like a shoulder to cry. Have you checked your body? Maybe you'll find your dead grandma up there too. I fucking got you back home. My family hate me. This might be the reason that I've got no close friends. Fucking worth it, baby.
So I love the fact that, did you see what it says above this video? Mm-hmm. This is what the internet was made for. Now, again, that one was made by a dude, and that one is fucking hilarious. And the video he made for that is fucking solid, right?
And
That's
another good T-shirt idea.
Yeah, have you checked your butt? That one's good. What did you guys think of that? That's great.
That's funny.
I think Hat-Trick, you the DP. That's your thing. Your thing is the DP. Yeah. I seriously think we missed a huge opportunity, not just for your porn site. We could have marketed Hat-Trick for years with these titty T-shirts, cum, no cum. You could additional $10 for coming on the shirt, right? I mean, for crying out loud, we sent your panties to the damn spoo.
Yeah, those lime electric green ones.
When we did, was it the 15th or the 18th anniversary or some shit? We called him up and he still had them fuckers. He did.
Didn't I sign them for him?
You signed them. I remember going to your house, and here I'm going to give you an inside scoop on this. I think I've talked to you about this before. When I came to your trailer at the time, you were living there. This is right around the time that Red found out that I was banging the fucking blondie, and so I went out to visit Red for lunch, and I remember calling you immediately and being like, I need those panties. I'm going to stop in and grab the panties, but I can't. It was like, I'm coming there. I'm getting the panties.
It wasn't in and out, because I put them on so you could get a picture of me in them.
Yep, I got them.
Take them off so you could send them to Spoo.
But I remember there was this awkward moment where you were standing in the bedroom, and you were like, I'm like, I need the picture. Let's hurry up. And it was like, you looked at me for a split second, and then you were like, what, do you want me to change right now? I'm just like, yeah, just fucking put the panties on. you just fucking take your fucking clothes off and put the panties on. And then
nothing more than that, boy.
Yeah, it was just, I was there now. I remember I had a blue trench coat on. I remember because I'm in the photos. I'm in the photos in the mirror in your bedroom. Remember the big old mirrors you had in the bedroom?
Yeah, my closet doors were all mirrors.
Yep. So yeah, I have these photos. We'll show them to you sometime if I can dig them up. Yeah.
They're in the archive somewhere.
But I remember being very good boy in mind at this time because it was very tumultuous.
You were already in trouble.
I was already in trouble for fucking around. For her not, I was already in trouble for her not letting me eat her pussy, so I had to go find it somewhere else. And so it was a big deal. It's a big deal to be good.
I think we've all been there.
Listen, I'm not blaming you, Red. Okay, I'm blaming your oversensitive clit. Okay, not you. I love you. She's still great. She's fucking awesome, and she's a good person still. I've been trying to get her and my current girl to chit chat and hang out. Yeah, they're two peas in the pod for sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. In fact, here's how much they're two peas in the pod. One of the text messages I got from Red was, "I'm so glad that you're not drinking and that you found someone and this and that." She's very still very nurturing in that way, and that's why she's awesome. I would highly suggest if you ever have to split with somebody, try to just treat them like a person, like you are, and you will be fine. Not as an enemy. They're not your enemy.
It is much easier when that person is awesome.
But the thing is though, letting someone else affect how awesome you are, that's where it gets really bad. If they're going to be a shithead, you almost have to counter that by being the opposite of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to be an asshole. I mean, it's fucking no-brainer. It's harder to bite your fucking tongue and just let that asshole be an asshole, and then you do the right thing. It's hard. Trust me, I've been on the other side.
I mean, I get along with the twins' dad just fine, but we can bullshit, we can hang out, like it's fine, but he's a fucking douchebag.
Right. But here's the thing. Here's the best part about what I love about any relationship, really. This person at one point was your entire world.
Yes.
They were your everything. And now they're a fucking complete asshole shithead. Maybe let's not Donald Trump it up where Biden's shit was garbage and now we are the best ever.
But see, here's the thing with you, you and Red were together for how long?
Almost 20 years.
I wasn't even with the twins' dad for 2 years.
Yeah.
And part of that was my entire pregnancy. So he was a blip on my radar.
Yep.
Before I got pregnant, I was already I don't think this is going to work out. This guy's a douchebag. And then I got pregnant and I was like, well, so then I had to stick it out for another
It's a lesson for
year.
your
And then I was
boy.
like, yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Okay, I was wondering where you're going with this.
The lesson for your boy, because you're sticking this in here, there's a chance this person's in your life forever, and you may not want that.
He's been hearing that kind of shit for 6 years.
Is he a virgin yet? Is he still?
Brown's got us. Doesn't think he is. I think he is. He hasn't had a lot of opportunity. He's only had one girlfriend that he's been really with, and I know he's fondled some titties, and that's probably about it.
I don't even want to think about it because I already know the answer. In fact, if I do bring this question up to anyone, it would be Red, and her and I be talking. But the young one, she's been on birth control for many a year. So it's
well, and that's my daughter actually just went on it a couple months ago, and it's more for medical reasons.
Control the
medical
flow.
reasons than anything like that, and which we've always talked about that's normal. And I've made sure that my son even knows that. I'm like, listen, if you hear people talking shit about I heard she's on birth control. It means
it's not a green light.
It doesn't mean that she's a slut, whatever. Because high school kids talk and run their mouths. I'm like, that doesn't mean shit. I'm like, there's a bunch of reasons, and so I've made sure my son knows that too, because it's so easy. It's a lot easier to have that conversation with a daughter.
Yeah.
Because they're around it, they have friends, they talk and stuff like that. But I've tried to make sure I educate my son on that piece too.
I'm sure our children are going to love the fact that we're talking about their birth control situations, controlling their medical issue. There's been some things that have come up out here. It's like, oh God, if our kids actually heard us talking about this, they would be
and it's so funny because my daughter is asked about what do you guys talk about? I'm like,
everything.
Bullshit, everything, whatever, she knows that there's different names. And I've kind of made a comment about I'm like, we'll talk about whatever. Sometimes the kids, sometimes anything, and she kind of looked at me. I'm like, you will never listen to this podcast ever.
Oh,
you're not allowed. No, she doesn't have a desire. I think she's curious, but not enough to, but that's generally her anyway, right? She's generally curious because she wants to know about my life. I think I may have brought up in the podcast, maybe not. I have, when I crochet a lot, my one hip gets out of place, the way that I sit and everything. When I used to go to the chiropractor, they'd pop it back all the time. well, I don't go to the chiropractor anymore, but I literally, like, when it's bad, I'll do like hip stretches because it fucking kills me. And she'll hear my hip pop. And one time she just, does it pop when you're on top? Like, she asked me, I lost it laughing because that's a random ass question for your kid to ask. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes. And she's like, I was wondering. I'm like, yeah.
It's mixed.
I'm like,
I know
you either
the
gotta
sound
fuck through
too.
it,
You know
or you gotta.
You've heard that. Yeah.
You know, like it happened with the fireman the other week. Well, I mean, it's happened more than once, but it was a louder one where the first one where he like, are you good? I'm like, it's fine. I'm like, it's fine.
Well,
we're good.
Power through.
Because it does sound, from a guy's perspective, when Reds used to do that, it was like, whoa, that doesn't sound good. It's like, what the heck?
And that's like I said, usually it's not like the few times it happened before, it was a minor one that even if you heard it, it wasn't, and I didn't stop. But even me.
Is it a sense of relief when that happens, or is it pain?
It depends. Like sometimes it's like, oh, that's what like when you crack your back, right? Like a lot of times you crack it, that feels better. But sometimes you crack it and you're like, oh shit, did I just make it worse? You know, like there's that initial, and then usually once it settles out, you're fine. And so that happens sometimes too. Like it just really depends. But I have been doing more stretches lately to try to
because you've been getting so much more fucking
dude.
dick.
My leg endurance, I can tell, is already better over the last couple months. Like I definitely can last on top a lot longer than I could before.
That time of the year I had to break out the massage table. So there's an appointment this afternoon. Not for me, but for me to do the bronze goddess.
Oh.
She needs them rubbed down.
She needs a little action. Little. Give me some of that rubbing dubbing.
Yep. Using the CBD ointment.
You know, I've been using that on my elbows and my shoulders.
Do you
and
need
stuff
more?
lately. Now, I have like a bar, a big thick bar of it with it looks like a huge lipstick or a chapstick.
Okay. That's different than what I made. Yeah.
Yeah, and I put it onto that. I still have some of that you made. That stuff worked good too. Mm-hmm. All right, let's play some wrap up tunes here.
Right.
Fucking get this shit over with. I got to run to Saginaw too. I got to meet with the guy I'm helping out with his show. So, hat trick, final words. Get some.
Yeah. Get that DP.
El Prez, you gonna give her some DP?
But see, I don't even have a preference. Like I think my preference on the DP used to be like pussy and ass, but like I really love a good double badge.
Here's the thing.
Or double ass. I mean, about that one,
Whoa.
like I'm like I can't do that, but to watch a chick take that sometimes that's nice.
I have two issues with this.
Yeah.
I don't want my balls near other balls.
Yeah, no.
That's fair.
Touching swords.
That's
Sorry.
fair.
I mean, and I don't want to see the other
homophobic that
guy.
way.
And so here's the thing: if let's say I'm laying down and you're on top of me and I'm in your puss and he comes from the behind, there's a chance that I'm gonna look. If you come down and are on me, I'm gonna be looking up at him with these right there. It's like,
well, yeah, but would you Eiffel Tower a girl? You're gonna look at him and high five over her.
I'm gonna be looking down at the ass because again, I have to visually see something hot. I can't see something that's not hot to me.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So it would just be looking down all the time. Anyway, that's my final words. Look down. What is your final words, El Prez?
Scuba better stay with the Tigers,
I
man.
know. It's fucking terrible. We'll see. It's going to be a weird season about it. The Dodgers are going to fucking win everything anyway.
Yeah,
So it's like,
they're loaded.
I'm Kid A.G, Going Deep Show. Thank you for tuning in. Hit goindeepshow.com. Subscribe to us on everything that you get your fucking audio at. And we will see you guys soon. We're going to have hat trick t-shirts. They're coming, motherfucker. All over the shirts. Till the next one.